and welcome back to the TTV Sideshow. I'm Sydney.
And I'm Courtney. Let's take a recap of the week's top announcements for you. Juniors considering early graduation must attend the mandatory meeting on Tuesday, November 6th.
CTE Craft Fair is happening tomorrow, November 3rd, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the THS gym.
The Thanksgiving meal will be served in the cafeteria on Friday, November 16th.
Also, because we care about UTHS, our TTV Sideshow team has put together a snazzy announcement-only video that plays 24/7 on the TVs in the cafeteria and main lobby.
We have a brief sample of what you'll see. Can you roll that clip, Hunter?
Teachers, clubs, and special events coordinators, if you have an announcement you'd like to see on the announcement feed, all you have to do is send Mr. Miller your Google slide.
Now we're going to throw things over to the entertainment desk with Aaron Yelk.
Hello and welcome back. My name is Aaron Yelk and you are here at the entertainment desk. You guys decide to name it and you can do that at TTVWinner at infoprivateers.com. Can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Alright, let's get into something entertaining. How about the best games of 2017 and 2018 on multiple gaming formats? In 2017/2018, the number one most played game on PC is League of Legends. For Xbox One, it is Star Wars Battlefront. And the most played game on PS4 is Call of Duty World War II. Here's an interesting historical video game fact. Space Invaders in its time made $13.9 billion. Interesting, right? In other entertainment news, the THS Theater Department will be performing the play Clue, a hilarious murder mystery based on the movie that is based on the game. Opening night is November 16th and additional shows on the 17th and on the 18th. Alright, don't forget, tonight is football playoffs. Come support Tullahoma Wildcats.
Woo!
That's all the entertainment news I have for you. Now time for a joke. How much does it cost for a pirate to get his ears pierced?
I don't know.
A buccaneer! Jeez, rough crowd. Well, that's all I have. Back to you, Sydney and Courtney.
Thank you, Aaron. Do you have a comic skit, funny song, or other hilarious idea you'd like to see on the sideshow? Let us know, and if we use your idea, you'll be entered to win an iTunes gift card.
A segment we'll be featuring regularly on the sideshow will be news packages our broadcast journalism class produces. These news stories are intended to make you aware of what's happening at THS besides your general announcements.
Our first news story tackles the rising problem of vaping here on campus. We sent a team to talk with Mr. English about this issue and what the school is doing to take action. Let's take a look.
The Juul problem, it really became a thing for us last year. Of course, e-cigs have been an issue for a while. The Juuls, of course, are smaller and easier to hide. This is a newer iteration of the concept. Just something easy to hold in the palm of your hand. And we're obligated by the state of Tennessee, by Coffee County, to, if we find these, especially someone who's underage, we're supposed to confiscate it and issue a court citation. It became a real problem last spring. It seemed like everybody had one, everybody was using one, they were using them in class, they were using them in hallways, and they're awful for our kids. I know people will argue that, well, at least they're not smoking actual cigarettes, but the levels of nicotine in these pods is really high, and so they're highly addictive, and it's just not something that the kids need to be doing. Currently, if you get caught with a tobacco product, If you're not using it, you get a if you're not you're not 18, you get a tobacco citation for underage possession, and that comes with a fine. First offense is $50, second is $100, third is $150, as I've been told. And then of course, if you're using it, you're going to spend a few days in ISS. Frequenting the bathrooms, asking the male faculty members especially, and not to say that none of our young ladies are using these devices, but especially the male faculty, asking them to be more of a presence in the restrooms. That seems to be where it's happening the most. The state actually just sent me these. It's a lot easier to wipe your butt than your lungs. We've got the stalls may have number 1 and number 2, but vapes may have number 24, number 28, and number 82, and those are referring to elements chromium, nickel, and lead. Strangely enough, some students come in here to put crap into their bodies, and some of the grossest things in this bathroom are in that vape. I think a lot of what we're trying to do is educate parents, and when we did our the parent symposium over at East Middle School a few weeks ago.
Next week, the part 2 of the Jewel Crisis takes a look at what the side effects of vaping are and how THS is working to educate students and parents.
Did you know that your theater department is producing the comedy play Clue?
Courtney, aren't you in this play?
I am Sydney. I play the sassy French maid Yvette, along with the classic lineup of characters from the board game, including Colonel Mustard, Miss Scarlet, Mr. Green, Professor Plum, and other characters from the movie, such as the cook and the butler Wadsworth.
What are the show dates?
They are November 16th and 17th at 7 p.m. and November 18th at 2 p.m. And tickets are on sale now for $12 for adults and $10 for students, and can be purchased directly from Mr. Miller or online at improvateers.com.
Well, I'm very excited to see it. This week on Teacher Tales, our very own Caleb Potek went to speak with this week's teacher, Mrs. Mitchell. Let's take a look.
I enjoy my students the most. I think I have the best students in the state of Tennessee. I really do believe that, or I wouldn't be here. Also, my students, and hopefully some of their strengths that they can take out of chemistry would be their lab skills, knowing the equipment, how to solve problems, and so forth. So I care about my students, and lab skills in the future is all about science and math, and women in science is a little bit of a minority, especially in engineering. So hopefully I'm encouraging those female students in their lab skills, math skills, and so forth to go ahead and pursue careers in the sciences. I like to cook when I'm at home. I like to have the basic ingredients for a recipe, but if it doesn't call for like jalapenos and I want to put it in there, I can, because it's mine. Or if the recipe calls for it and I don't want it in there, I don't have to. So I like investigating and making new recipes for different dishes.
That was interesting. Tune in next week when Caleb sits down with Miss Pendergraft.
Before we go, we want to hear from you. Our production team here at TTV is always looking for news, but we know there's things that you want to know about. Send us your sideshow ideas and stories you want to see. If we use your idea, you'll be entered to win an iTunes gift card.
Well, that's it for today's show. I'm Courtney.
And I'm Sydney, and we will see you next week. How was
And this is our THS.
This is our THS.
And this is our THS.